Hey people, it's Larry, and today we're gambling! Woohoo! And by gamble, I mean I didn't want to think of what to draw, so I spun a few wheels so fate could do the work for me because I'm lazy and don't like hard work. If you're also an artist, then that means you also understand the joy and pain of having to think of something to draw, only to go to Pinterest hoping to find some good references, and then you just so happen to find fan art of your favorite character, and so you click on that fan art and stare at the pretty picture, only to find even more fan art of your favorite character, so now you're stuck looking at art you didn't even intend to look at, and then out of the corner of your eye you see some weird cursed pictures, so you click on it out of curiosity, and now you're stuck looking at weird memes, and then you have the random thought of, oh, I should draw some fan art of this character I haven't seen in years. So you open up Clip Studio and wonder why you already have a canvas open, only to remember that it's been 3 hours and you've been meaning to draw a character for your next YouTube video so you don't have to rush to finish it. That's not just me, right? So to stop myself from doom scrolling on Pinterest, I've devised a great plan that'll help me be more productive and get me to make even more art like the good little artist I am. Gambling. Here's how this is gonna work. I'll be spinning multiple wheels to decide various things about a character and how I should draw them. I'll be spinning a wheel for a specific character, what type of clothing they wear, their expression, and finally, if they should be holding a metal pipe or not. I actually intended to do this video a little while ago, but I procrastinated, so better late than never, I guess. In the future, I might also add a wheel for choosing if I should draw the character in my own style or some other anime style, but let me know if that's something you guys would like to see. And just for funsies, the character for this video will be randomly chosen from the game Ensemble Stars, a Japanese mobile rhythm game that I'm totally not obsessed with and definitely don't stare longingly on many characters' 5-star illustrations just to wish that I could also draw like that, and definitely also don't rewatch MVs multiple times just to look at each individual character and just to re-listen to the songs because I like too many of them, and also like to admire the detail and quality of each MV because it's super freaking cool and oh my god, this game is about to eat my whole family. And also because I already have a wheel made for these silly, goofy, totally abnormal and concerning characters. I don't have the teacher, sorry. So I figured I'd put that wheel to use. So without further ado, let's gamble! This is Tetora Nagumo from the unit Ryuseitai. He's Ryusei Black, aka the Black Power Ranger. This unit has some really fun MVs and they're super entertaining to watch. And if you love the Power Rangers and funky dancing idol dudes, I suggest you look up some of their music videos. Or just look at these. Also, go watch the full MVs, please. They're all peak, trust. Now, these guys aren't just your typical Power Rangers. No. Ryuseitai is built up of a special kind of people. You've got Nagumo, the current leader who is energetic, honest, hardworking, and strives to be a man among men. Chiaki, who is the previous leader and who is Ryusei Red, rippling with the proof of justice, a passionate you, protector smile. Hanata, or Ryusei Blue, who is one of the 5 eccentrics, is super laid back and floaty, goes puka all over the place, and talks super slow when his dialogue looks like this to help the player know that he talks super slow. Puka. Shinobu, or Ryusei Yellow, who is small, adorable, and a frickin' ninja. Like, hello, who wouldn't like this guy? Me. And last but certainly not least, Midori, who is Ryusei Green and the depressed one. Not really your typical Power Ranger lineup, I'd say, but I mean, it certainly is a lineup, but regardless of how weird or unique these guys may be, they're still my Power Rangers. Back to my drawing though, I was kinda surprised I got Gun for this drawing, and I only say that because I added that option to the wheel literally right before I spun. Not that I'm mad about it, cause honestly, I think he's looking pretty good so far. He's kinda giving me some Vampire Hunter vibes, so rest in peace, Ray. You've got the Black Power Ranger on your tail. Now about the drawing itself, I've always had problems with making a character's head too big, and I'm pretty sure it's still too big here, so oopsies. Just pretend it's proportionally correct, please and thanks. Sometimes I'm able to catch it after I've looked away from my own drawing for X amount of hours, but a lot of the time, it still ends up being just a little too big. I'm trying to force myself to make it smaller than I think it needs to be, but then I'll have to worry about them going from forehead to no head. I'm pretty sure I'll get it eventually though. A lot of my other current drawings seem proportionally good, I think. I'm also not that great at drawing clothing. I'm trying to get better at that too, but the ways of drawing tasty, good-looking clothing still eludes me. I feel like the way that I draw is just too simple and I don't like it. I've watched some tutorials on how to make clothing look convincing, but my brain just doesn't want to understand it. If anyone watching knows a good clothing tutorial for dummies like me, please let me know. If you've seen any of my other videos or shorts, there's a reason why so many of them are zoomed in on torso only. Anyways, enjoy the last few seconds of my speed paint while I go doomscroll on Pinterest. Whee! Not bad. Not bad at all. Looking at it now, I'm pretty sure the head is a bit too big, but ignoring that, I think it turned out pretty good. I was initially worried that the gun would be the hardest part, but I just stretched the darn thing. But I think the hardest part for me was the hair. I don't usually draw hairstyles like this, and the back spiky parts always give me trouble. It didn't show in my recording, but I had to pause it a bunch just to stare at his hair to figure out if I was drawing it correctly. And I feel like I might have made it a bit too fluffy, but I still think it looks decent. Overall, this was really fun to draw. It's nice that my gambling gave me some choices that meshed well together. Guess that means I should keep gambling. As they say, 99% of gamblers quit before they win big. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it looks good? What do you think about the choices the wheel gave me? Do you also love the Power Rangers? And do you also play Ensemble Stars? Go play Ensemble Stars. Whatever you might be thinking, be sure to let me know in the comments. Thanks! I think next time I'll try and do 3 drawings for this kind of video. I only did 1 this time because I had other stuff I had to do, but I hope you still enjoyed watching it. I'll also see if I can't find my giant wheel of random characters to use, because I'm pretty sure it's got about 500 characters on it, and that way there's a higher chance that the character chosen is one that you might even know. Like I mentioned before, I might also add a wheel to choose the art style I draw the character in. I just didn't have the brain capacity to do that this week. If there's a certain art style you'd like to see on my list of potential options, make sure to let me know down below and I'll add it on. As always, if you enjoyed watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, please and thanks. I'd really appreciate it. I'm not quite sure which video idea I'll go with next week, but I hope I'll see you there regardless of what shenanigans I decide to get myself into. Okay, that's all from me. Until next time. Bye bye.